Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Sri. How are you?
I'm very good, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Lisa. Good afternoon, Selvan. How are you? Trust we are all well. Right. We'll wait for a few minutes for others to join, and then we'll get started. In the meantime, let me share the screen. Share screens. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen, sir.
General financial product advice. That's the one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. Brilliant. All right.
And could you please start recording, sir?
Yep. We'll do
Thank,
that.
thank you.
Thank you.
Just reminder.
Huh. Yeah, now we are starting. Okay. How is COVID positions in your respective places? All safe. Everything is all right as per the government's rules.
Yeah, it's in Western Australia. It is we are still maintaining zero, which is good.
Ah, that's fantastic. Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. But it's numbers from Victoria and all. It's still scary.
Yeah,
So please.
it's alarming. And we have gone to stage 4 restrictions. I think.
Oh, I
Please.
see. I see. Hmm.
I think from tonight,
Hmm.
8. That's what my son was saying. 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Is it in only specific locations, or it is where are the hot spots? I'm not following
Yeah.
exactly the news.
Yeah, it should be. I think a
Yeah.
bigger area, maybe
Okay. Yeah. But so
Western
far,
Victoria.
in Glen and all, there shouldn't be any issues. Yeah.
Sporadic, I would say. Uh, Sporadic issues here and there.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay, we're starting. We'll start in a minute. Okay, we'll first go through the general financial product advice warning. NP Financials Pty Limited, NP Financials or NPF advises all service recipients of the following. Yeah, we have started the monthly session. Okay, not a problem. Whenever you are in front of the computer, join us. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Alright, then the last call would be to. Good afternoon, Sukhdeep. How are you? Sukhdeep has joined us, and then just call. Let's see where is our doctor. Hello, good afternoon, Amita. We have started the session. Can you access it? Ah, not a problem. Okay. Yeah, no, whenever in front of the computer, please join us. Okay, great, fantastic. All right. Okay, we'll just start the session. After this, we have gone through the general financial product advice, and I'll take your questions. I'll start with your questions here. Please write in your questions to get started. in the chat section. Lisa saying, especially the people who know that they have the virus, still go out. Really yeah, that's correct. Yeah, they should not do it. Sri saying, I have emailed questions. Okay, let's go to email. We'll start with the questions asked by Sri and then right. Sri is asking, in the meantime, all of you can please write your questions in the chat section. That would be great. So, Sri is saying, please find the following questions for monthly sessions. Discuss bar by bar for USDJPY of 19th of February 2020 and natural gas and CSL. And then we second, when I see trade signals on 2D bar, better risk reward, it is best to lower time frame. Can you please discuss reversal bar, price makes inside outside bar, and the above questions have been asked. Okay, previous classes, but still there is improvement between tracks. Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Sri, for your questions. We'll start with, for example, let's see, daily chart. This is not the one. We'll take this out. This is for the intraday. When we discuss intraday, we'll come and see that chart. It's talking about USDJPY. So USDJPY and what time frame, Sri?
It is 2 days, sir.
2-day time frame. I'll show you the questions so that you understand. These are the questions. First, he has requested discuss bar by bar for USDJPY 19th February 2020. So when you have asked for this question for bar by bar, what exactly you are looking from 19th February? What you want to know? Can you please elaborate?
Yeah. Basically, when I'm doing the bar by bar analysis, when I get when price makes inside bar and outside bar, I kind of get a conflict in the. I mean, what could be the setup for the next bar? So I would like to have a better understanding how to deal with the inside and outside bar when price makes.
You want to find the inside outside bar, or you want to do what to
No,
do
no.
with the inside?
Yeah, what to do with the inside bar, inside and outside bar,
Okay.
and also I think, reversal bar. How to do deal with the reversal bar. So combination of reversal bars and inside and outside bar. How to do, how to deal, how to avoid the conflicts basically.
For what? Taking a trade.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right. So you have asked USDJPY 19th of February.
Yeah,
So
19th of February. So that's the range I have used, and
19th of February to
19th of February 2020 to till date.
that's a lot of bars.
Yeah. We'll go quickly because in the last session we know exactly what to expect, and right, and it should be fast when we shouldn't spend too much of time.
19th of February till date is
Yeah,
70 bars. You want me to analyze 70 bars? Okay, we will do that. Alright, let's see quickly. Sri is asking from 19th of February, bar by bar. Let's see. This is 19th of February. Okay, from 19th of February till date. That's what he's asking. And okay, from 19th of February, we must start with some reference. From
Yeah,
19th of February, what we saw
yeah,
is a big bar, isn't it? First of all, we saw a big bar, yeah.
yeah.
Whenever you see a big bar, you immediately think of possible reversals, yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the possible trend. For example, if we don't know the right hand side, but if you squeeze the left hand side, you will have some reference to the right hand side, isn't it? So
Yeah.
whenever, that is the day 19th of February, whenever we see, what I am seeing is
Mm.
instantly, even before the left hand side, I told you that this is a big
Just,
bar.
sir, just, I mean, sound is breaking. If you could use it.
Sound is breaking.
Yeah.
All right. So what about now?
Still
Can you hear
same.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
Yeah.
it's just not clean sound.
Not clean. Let's see. What about others? Can you hear me? All right.
Yeah, now it's good.
That is good. All right. So this is my possibly normal voice. I will talk in normal voice. Previously, I was possibly whispering. Okay.
No, no,
All right. So
just
first of all, we see whenever you cannot hear me, please write in the email or stop me. Sorry, not in, write me in the chat or ask me through your audio. Okay.
yeah.
So this is 19th of February. Whenever you saw this 19th of February, what are you seeing here? First you explain, then I'll tell.
Okay, the bar has closed outside the Bollinger Band,
There is no
and
Bollinger Band here. You told me to do a bar by bar, right?
oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay. If you want to put me in Bollinger Band, then I'll put bar. Otherwise, in the bar by bar analysis, nothing should be there.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So if you do 22, yeah, it has crossed the Bollinger Band. Then.
Yeah, it is overbought,
Mhm.
and also price is experiencing the resistance. Looking at the previous days.
Yes, so when we see this instantly supposing we have 38 or 88 bars here in front of us.
Yeah,
So yeah, and possibly if we have 38 bars, the previous bars are telling us that this first thing first, this bar is telling us is a big bar, isn't it?
correct. Yeah,
If this is a big bar, and then at the start of a start of a possible trend, and what is the start of a possible trend? A possible
down.
reversal pattern. So this is a double bottom, which is reversing the downtrend, yeah, which is
Yeah,
reversing the downtrend. So this is definitely, if this is the start of a trend after it has broken one and two, after it has broken one and it has broken two. Can you see
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Then this is the start of a trend, yeah. This is start of the trend, yeah. This is
Correct.
start of the trend, not this one, correct? So
Yes.
then not this one. So if this is not the start of the trend, then this is possibly end of the trend.
Right. Yep.
How do we know? Because at the start of a trend, a big bar like this one or this one, a big bar is good, but they are not good at the end of a trend. How do you know that this is the end of the trend? No one knows, unless and
Correct.
until we are seeing two things. First thing, big bar. Second thing, possibly possible resistance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll take this out, and then we do our analysis of because price is here, we need to
Mm.
see whether it has come to make double top
Yeah.
or not yet. So we have 88.6 and possibly not yet the 100%, yeah,
Yeah.
112.43. So at this point two things can happen. One, it can go up to 112.43,
Mm-hmm.
or it will do a crack and snap back on the 88%.
Yeah.
You can put numerous indicators, possibly you can put pivot points and so on and so forth, but whenever you are putting indicators, make sure that understanding what is the purpose of the indicator.
Mm.
And when I am putting a pivot point indicator here, the purpose of this pivot point indicator at this point is to see whether there is a crack and snapback possibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we see this big bar at round number 112 at near the Fibonacci 100% at 112.40, then and it has crossed this R2, and then this has crossed this R2. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And this has not crossed this R2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the best way is to draw lines from this R2
Yeah.
and make sure that this is R2 110.23. So make sure that this is 110.23. All these things you can do, isn't it?
Yeah. 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 Yes.
110.23. Sorry, what is the number? 100 and
And
111.93. Sorry, by mistake. 111.93. And since this is R2, we can make this same. This is R2, yeah.
yeah.
And same thing, we can do this one. If you extend this,
Yeah.
first thing first, this will be a crack and snapback possibility, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So next one, you go there and draw the line at 112, 100 and make sure 112.17, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
107, 112.17 is the number. So it has broken. This month's R2, but it has not broken previous months. This has R2 previous to previous, and this has not broke. So when you see this, you first draw this the resistances or support. Yeah, they are your friends, no one else.
Correct.
Support resistance, and then our strategy. First support resistance.
Yeah.
So whenever you see a big bar at a resistance, we must think that this is a possible crack and snapback, unless and until this high is taken out and so on. If this high is taken out, then possibly it will go up and make a double top at 112.40 if you see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
112.40, or it will go up to R3.
Yeah.
But whenever you see this big bar, first think of a reversal, like this is a possible crack and snapback.
Yeah.
It indeed happened that way. Yeah.
Correct.
So this is the beauty of bar by bar analysis. If you practice this for thousands of hours, as we did, 30,000 hours, you possibly know that what is the possible next bar which is coming. Yeah.
Sure.
Now that we have seen a crack and snapback on this previous months or previous R2,
Yeah.
and a big bar, all buyers out. That's why it is a big bar, all buyers out.
Yeah.
People may say that USD is going to go to skyrocket to 20,000 or whatever it is. Don't listen to all this news bullshit noise.
Yeah.
Just see
Yeah.
this and then say this is a crack and snapback. And the next thing, as you can see this immediately, what are you seeing here?
The first thing.
Only one or two small answers, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a
What is
crack
the
and snap. Crack and snap on the R2, previous R2.
that we already discussed. What is the next thing we are seeing? Anyone, not Sri only, and everyone. I'm asking, what are you seeing on this bar? Immediate bar. That is not a. It is not a rocket science. What we are seeing here, this is harami.
Mm-hmm.
Harami. Everyone agrees. Yeah, we don't have to convert this to candlestick, do we? To see tell this is a harami, isn't it?
No. Yeah.
This is a clear cut harami, as we can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a clear cut
Very-
harami. Yep. And harami at a resistance is a reversal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at a reversal. And now this harami has not closed below this 88.6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Lisa is asking, Partha, can you please clarify when you said break 1 and break 2 and the start of change of trend? The second point you said broke. Why is that? Why is that second point? Okay, Alana as well. Okay, here, what is the first point here? This is the first point. Agree? Because this is the highest
Yes. Yeah.
highest low of a bullish bar.
Mm.
Agree, Lisa? Agree? Just write yes or no. I'm answering your question in between Sri Uttagi's question. Lisa computer cannot speak. We know that. So I'll wait for her writing, because she has asked why. Yeah, repeat. Okay, I'll repeat. Lisa is asking why 1 is 1 and why 2 is 2. That's what, yeah. Okay, Lisa is saying you need to zoom out. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, that type of interaction it, because unless and until you repeat, I cannot really know. Lisa is asking to zoom. I zoom, and I'll take all this nonsense out for a moment. Delete pivot points and delete this one. Yeah, I'll only keep the delete the keep the Fibonacci, and I may delete the 200. Yeah, let's delete the 200. All right, can you see now? Not zoom in, zoom out. Zoom out means what? More number of? Are you looking to do this? Okay, are you satisfied now? But if I zoom out, it will be difficult to do bar by bar analysis. Why are you asking me to zoom out, Lisa? Just to see Fibonacci or what?
But she's referring to your double bottom.
Oh, where are your where are? Oh, thank you, Selvan. Selvan is saying she wants to take a note of double bottom. Okay, we were asking this as one. Yeah, two. Yeah. Okay, I'll repeat that one and two again here in this context, and then possibly go back here. So double bottom. Okay. When you see the double bottom here, first of all, we agree this is and. And double bottom, this is a yeah. Lisa is having a valid question. Yeah. So when you see a double bottom here, this is the lowest low, so this becomes one. So I did in a hurry. So that was a mistake there. So this is number one. Agree all of you? All of you agree this is number one?
Yes.
Lisa says yes. And this high, this is a bullish bar, this high is 1, and this is a bullish bar which is higher than this. So this is 2. Sorry, I did an initial mistake quickly when when I was just doing that. Alright. So now this is 1 and this is 2. Why? Why? Because this second high is higher than the first one. That's why. Is 1 and not this one is 1, because the 1 should be the lowest one. So this is the lowest low. So this is lowest low. That's why it is number 1. This is number 1. And the second one should be, now this is second one, second bullish bar. Second bullish bar should be higher than the first bullish bar. So this is, if this is high, H1, and this is H2. H2 should be greater than H1. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Again, just I'm confused here, because last time during the last session we discussed that. So the bar number 1, which is a bullish bar.
That's correct. I'm again confusing myself. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. No. You are right. So this is number 1. Sorry, my mistake. What I'm doing?
First bearish bar is number 1.
This is number 2. Sorry. Yeah, this is number 1. But yeah, so this is the high one. Everything is right.
Yeah.
So everything
That's
is right. Yeah. So this is number 1, which is the lowest one, and this is number 2.
That's
because
correct.
The high one, high of 1 is higher than this. 3, you are right. Correct.
No.
You're right. Yeah. So second high is higher than the first. But always remember, write it down. Otherwise, very easy to forget this. So please write down from for reversing
downtrend
down to up.
Yeah.
Down to up.
2 bearish bar should be.
Yes. So consider 2 bearish bar. Otherwise, it will be confusing, like I did last year. Consider 2 bearish bar. Yeah. Similarly, for up, for reversing up, you have to, like, if you have to reverse this one.
Yeah, but consider 2 bullish bar.
Yeah. So for reversing down, for reversing up to down, consider 2 bullish bar. Yeah, if you write down, this is what the importance of trading plan is. we have to write down here first, otherwise
Yeah,
the confusion will come,
correct,
as
correct.
I did after repeating so many times I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this clear now, Lisha? Yeah. So this is 1 and this is 2, and this bar has broken, bar has broken 1, and this bar has broken 2.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So please do that. So this close is greater than this one, and this close is greater. So this is the starting upper, and this bar
Right.
high to be
Perfect.
taken out. This bar high to be taken out. Yep.
Perfect.
Is it now? Any question at this point? No. So now we'll go to this point where this is, now we are reversing the now reversing up to down. So there is this a possible reversal. We'll consider two bullish bars. So this is one, and which is the second one?
The previous one. Yeah.
Second one. This is the second one. Okay. Now let's see what happens. So this bar has not broken one. Still we are not very sure.
Yeah.
But if you are following candlesticks, then you'll be down from here. You'll be shorting the market from here because
Okay.
on a candlestick and Fibonacci. Yeah, if you're following our candlestick and Fibonacci, or if a signal is coming to short here on a 2TP or a line chart turning point, we'll go up and see all those things. But 21st of February as of now is there. So supposing we are following candlestick and Fibonacci, will go down here, or we'll wait for this load to be taken out here.
Hmm.
Now this fellow, if we put this is, remember this is a 2-day chart. If we put a entry order below this, then this will be triggered here.
Hmm. Hmm.
Otherwise, we'll have to wait for this low to be taken out. 107.48. Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't hesitate to take a trade here 107.48, because as per the rule, don't think that it has gone too much. Don't think that it will not go another 500. So if it has fallen 500 pips, 417, don't think, restrict yourself that it will not go another 400 pips. Yeah. Yeah, so don't think that way. So as per the rule, if you are breaking it down to 1 day, then there will be 1 and 2 break. But for the time being, we this close is below this, so we'll be short here. Yeah, although the reward to risk is horrible, but you can go down to some smaller time frame, but you have asked me to do 2-day time frame. Yeah,
Hmm.
with that in mind, I am saying that we'll go short here. Okay. 1 and 2. It has broken 1 and 2. That is why will go short here. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'll go short here. We are triggered here at this point. We'll go triggered here. And the stop loss would be, if you are doing bar by bar analysis and taking trades. This is only 269 pips of a stop loss, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we are going bar by bar. Then we have taken a 269 pip stop loss, and now we are see it went up to 632. Yeah, so
Hmm.
that's almost a 2.5% trade in 10 days. Yeah,
Yeah.
not bad. So now that we see what we are seeing here immediately, can you see quickly what are you seeing here?
There is a gap and there is a
Yes,
bullish bar.
yes, very good. So brilliant. So you what is the next one you saw? 3 points. You already told 2, 100 out of 80 out of 100. What is the third point? Bar is right. Bullish
Yeah.
bar is right. What is the third one? Immediate, quick.
Yeah. Yeah. The bullish bar hasn't closed on the above the gap.
No, I'm saying what you are seeing. I'm not asking what you are not seeing.
Okay.
I'm asking what the bar has already printed. Anyone? Quick.
Up bar.
Yeah. Anything else?
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. The answer I'm looking for is a similar answer
Reversal.
what I looked here.
Reverse. Okay.
Yes, bullish engulfing. That's correct. What I'm looking here is Lisa said bullish engulfing.
Okay.
That is correct. Also, I saw morning star. Yeah,
Okay.
that is the beauty. Yeah, thank you, Lisa. You did a good job. This is bullish engulfing, and also it is a morning star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you must close the trade at this close, because it has already gone to 50% of the this fellow
Mm-hmm.
gap. Yeah, and then we are seeing a morning star. Then we'll be reversing our position from here to go long. if we are trading bar by bar. Yeah. So let's place an order here on the candlestick, 106 point something. We are triggering here. Yeah.
Yeah.
106 20 we triggered here, and our stop loss, if you are happy, you can put here or here, and we are putting you remember we got 2.5% there, and we are targeting, if we are putting the stop loss here 304, if it goes to 304 we get 1%. Yeah. Let's see, any questions so far? So we already got 1% there. Yeah. Now tell me, on this bar what are you seeing? On this bar, quick. On this bar, what are you seeing? What price is printing? Instead of asking what you are seeing, I'll ask what price is printing. You have to be quick, because market will give you, if you are doing a 1 minute chart, market will give you 1 minute thing. Yes, Lisa has again got 100 out of 100. She is writing all buyers out, because you remember I told you, if you think a big bar, if you see a big bar, then think of reversal. Yeah, think of reversal, because this is the start of a trend, because this is 1, this is 2, and this fellow has closed above the 2. Yeah. Now I'm not doing the mistake. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So this is 1 and this is 2. Yeah. Now this fellow has broken 1 and 2, and now we are seeing a big bar. We are seeing a big bar which resembles this. When you see all buyers out, don't believe anyone, even Lisa, who is answering 100%. Draw a Fibonacci from that point to this point to see there is a possibility of crack and snapback, isn't it? And then second thing, do a pivot point analysis. These two things, these are the only two things which are apart from, sorry, these are the two standard things, I would say that way. These are the only two standard things which are of any interest, because they are leading indicators. One is Fibonacci, which is a leading indicator, because this Fibonacci which is in front of you is printed, is drawn on the chart after the close of this bar, and this pivot is coming after this month, after first day of the month. Yeah. So whenever these are the only two standard
Sorry, sir. Sorry, just a quick one. What is the day of this first bar?
Day of the first bar is 8th of March.
8th
Start.
Yeah, 8th of March. And what is the day of the second bar, please? Because I can't see that gap actually. Maybe
in your 2-day chart. Yeah,
yes.
that, yeah, no, probably you are not paying the I'm paying. I don't know. You have to ask IG, because I'm not printing these bars, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, asking me that question, so I can answer. Of course, I can answer, because I've seen IG giving different prices to different clients.
Okay.
Yeah, so because I have 4-5 accounts with them, even to single client like us, like me, who is having different accounts with them, the bars on the different accounts actually do not match.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so there is no why it is so, I cannot say. You have to ask IG.
Okay, sure.
So asking this question is not relevant here.
Okay.
So when you see this, when we are here, all buyers out. So think of possibility of so I was talking about leading indicators. One is Fibonacci and the other one is pivot. And apart from that, the most maximum, or I don't know what is the English, best leading indicator is our own bar by bar understanding of all buyers out and all sellers out. They are the best of the best. And second, our second best is our crack and snapback. So first best, our leading, first one is our all buyers out, and second best is our crack and snapback. So this is first. Then we'll wait for a crack and snapback on R1M and Fibonacci. Are you okay with this? Let's see the next bar. See, there is a crack and snapback, as I told you. More often than not, whenever you are doing this hundreds of thousands of hours, as I requested you to do this, unless and until you see many times many times this crack and snap back and big bar. Your subconscious mind will probably not believe. So this is a big bar here, and that was a big bar there, and we are seeing a possible reversal. Agree? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we'll put a sell order here at this point. Yeah. If we are trading Fibonacci and candlestick, which is extremely important. That's why we have now dedicated absolutely Fibonacci and candlestick like this one here. Candlestick and Fibonacci as a separate thing. Yeah. So that's very powerful, extremely powerful. Now,
okay, just one more question, sir. In the previous harami, in the previous harami, yeah. So if I'm going through the candlestick and Fibonacci, so I should be. I can short at the close of the harami. Yeah.
That's correct. Absolutely correct.
So that I consider as advance or an aggressive entry.
That's correct.
Okay.
And this is another second entry. If you are considering this as a harami again, can you see that?
Yeah.
And this harami resembles with that harami because this is coming after a big bar. This is also coming after a big bar.
Yeah.
And we are reversing from here. And candlestick, we reverse from the close, not from the low. Yeah. In 110.78, we are shorting the market with the stop loss. I'd go up to this point. 141, you may go up to this point, but I'm not very happy with that. I'll go up to this point. 161 pips would be our stop loss here. If we come up to this point, that will be a 3% trade. Yeah, remember we got 2.5 and 1% here, 3.5 already.
Correct.
In one currency. Yeah. So we started the market. Market was a little bit going up, and then came down heavily. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now bar by bar, so nothing is happening, and these are the continuation because if you see this is a rising
3 bar.
Yeah, 3 bar reversal. I think you have asked a question, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have asked a question on 3 bar reversal as well.
Correct.
And that question was reversal bar 1 2 3 bar. When in trade, how to deal with reversals? Yeah. When in trade, how to? That's a good question. When in trade, how to deal with? Supposing you are already in here in a trade, yeah. That's a very good question.
Yeah.
You are already shorted here, yeah.
Correct.
So at this point, you were in a trade.
I'm in a trade. Yes.
Yeah. So this is 1 bar reversal.
Yeah.
Correct.
How that is 1 bar reversal because it is not closed above the previous high.
No, this reversal, I'm taking the advantage of the confusing language called English.
Okay.
This reversal is used for a corrective wave.
Okay.
1 bar 2 bar reversal is a wave. Yeah, is a wave. So if you go to your understanding of English, for example, let's try your English.
My English is worse than
yours than mine.
No, definitely no.
Okay, let's see. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Sell. What does it mean?
Cell is a like in Excel, it is a one cell. Yeah.
No. What is cell means? It's a tissue. Is a biological term.
That's right.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
And what in this cell? What is it?
It is sell some product.
Right, like in economics, yeah?
Yeah.
In economics. Then what is this cell?
This is a navigation.
Navigation. What other types of cell are there? Like we have prison. Prison is also known as cell.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
What is that spelling? Is this cell? Is this cell or what?
Yeah, that is CELL. Yep.
Yeah, prison is also cell.
Yeah.
And what is a battery?
Oh. Battery cell. That is the Indian word.
It is a cell.
Yes.
Yeah. Same spelling.
Same spelling.
And what is a mobile?
Mobile. CLL.
So English is powerful.
Yeah, very powerful. Yeah. Very flexible language. That is why sometimes that conflicts is kind of happening, I believe. So,
yeah. So I have taken advantage of this English. When I say reversal bar means reversal bar used in the context of a corrective wave. Yeah.
Sure, sure.
So
Okay.
so what does it mean technically? It means and technically it means this close is this close of the bar, which is a bullish. Reversal means we are going down,
Yeah,
and this is
yeah.
reverse bar, isn't it? Opposite bar.
Correct. Yeah,
So
yeah,
this close is not above this.
yeah,
So
yeah,
1 bar.
yeah,
This is 2 bar.
yeah.
This
Three
is 3
bar.
bar.
Yeah,
And
four
this
bar.
is 4 bar. So
Yes, yes.
your question is, when in a trade, how to deal with it?
Correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So we have 4 bar. Yeah.
yeah,
So this is 4 bar.
yeah.
So how to deal with it? If when you are in a trade, and if you are taking a trade here, and you are running a profit of 279,
Mm,
and at this close 299, at this close 263, at this close 225,
mm.
you'll be thinking whether it is going to hit my stop loss.
No.
Don't panic, don't panic.
Yeah,
So yeah, that is a good question. When in trade, how to deal with it?
yeah.
So deal with it in a very similar way as you dealt with Fibonacci and candlesticks. So draw Fibonacci from here to here
Sure.
and see whether it is crossing 50% or 61.8% or so on and so forth, or 38% and so on and so forth.
Sure.
This fellow actually what it did, it crossed 38%, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah,
And it stopped at 61.8.
yeah.
So that way it is giving you that way it is giving you a confidence that this is going to do a crack and snapback, because it could not close above to a 50%. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that this way that is the one, that is first way to deal with it, to hang on.
Sure.
And the second way is to put a short order, sell order
Yeah.
when this low taken out. Or
Okay.
this or this or this. So if you place a sell order here,
Yeah,
you are already triggered because of this.
yeah,
And this
yeah.
and this one is possibly triggered in the next bar.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah, this is triggered now.
yeah,
So these are the two ways in which you have to deal with it. Deal with it means what? Position, increase the position. So if you have say sold here,
yeah,
again sell here,
yeah.
again sell here.
Okay, okay.
If you are selling on close, then you are a very aggressive trader. You are selling on close on close. No, so that means that you'll sell here, you'll sell. That means you will have 5
Yeah.
sell order.
Okay, okay. That now I got clear.
Yeah,
So basically,
like
because I'm closing, I mean sell at the close. So there are potential 4 trades, 4 shots here.
4 shots. Like here we have 2 shots here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
So
clear.
total we have 6 shots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Good.
Okay. But do not close your trade. That is the best way to deal with it. Don't if you are not putting trades, at least don't close your running trade. This one.
Agree, agree,
Yeah.
agree.
So
Yeah,
you are hanging on.
yeah.
And then you are hanging on, and in the meantime you have to remember whether it is closing one below, above one, above two.
Sure, sure.
You are still hanging. Now this fellow
Yeah,
has closed above 2.
correct. Close about to. Yeah, that's correct.
Correct.
Yeah,
Now this one is 1.
yeah.
This one is 2.
2. Yeah.
And this close is above the 2.
Hmm.
So you are running trade now here, from here to here should be closed when this high is taken out.
Right.
If
Yeah.
this high is not taken out, you are not out of the trade.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, you have taken 150 pips as profit. Correct. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. 150.
150 pips. You remember, this is 141.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So 141 plus 10, 150, and you are running a profit of 2%.
Correct.
Lisa is asking, Sri previously mentioned that aggressive entry to short at the close of the harami. Is this referring to the first harami, the highest swing high, or the second harami, lower swing high? Sri, this question is for you.
Yeah. So that's the first haram. Yeah.
This one.
Because based on my Fibonacci and candlestick training, that's where I learned so that I can close.
So you have done this candlesticks and Fibonacci, isn't it?
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. Go.
That's the reason. That's the reason I can put my short entry close of the Harami.
Yeah. So you are to answer Lisa's question, you are shorting here.
That's correct.
And you are shorting here.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Not at the low of that bar particular.
Lisa is asking around 20 February and 19th March. Yeah. So did Sri Utagi answer Lisa's question? Yeah, Lisa says yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we are possibly going long because it is closing above 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are closing this short and going long from here. Yeah. If
Yes.
you are going long here when this is triggered, then we are putting a stop loss 178. If it goes 178, we'll get 1%.
Yes.
Let's see what it does. Still we are in the trade because it high is not triggered.
Correct.
Still we are in the trade. So in this trade, what you have to do, you have to put a pending order to get out of the trade with a profit. And second order you should put to get into a trade, go long.
I see. Okay.
Two trades should be there. First, this running trade should be closed. 7 trades or 1 trade, whatever you have. Not only 7 trades, there are many trades. See, this is another one. This is another one.
Yeah.
This is another one. This is another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the best way to dare to take this trade as well, because you don't know the right hand side, do you? You don't know the right hand side. Yeah.
Correct.
Now, how many trades are running? 4 plus
6, 8, 9,
11,
10, 11.
11 trades are running.
Yeah.
So if 11 trades are running, then you are stopped out at this one. Last one you stopped out because your stop loss was here.
Yes.
When you get stopped out here, close all of the trades.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's almost a 10%.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're going long.
Yes.
Anyone having any problem here on taking 11 trades? You have to be frank and ask your questions. Otherwise, unless and until you are bold and courageous, this business is difficult to do. This business of trading is for the bold and the courageous. Yeah. That's why I'm saying that 12 trades or 13 trades is a possibility. Yeah. Not for the feeble mind or the brain. All right. So no question, no everything. Everyone is okay to handle this 11 trades. Okay, we're going long. No one is writing anything. Why? All right, right. We are going long on this bar because this has taken the high.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. And let's do one more thing. So we are in the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we see a big bar.
Yeah.
Considering to all this.
Right.
Whenever you see a big bar corresponding to last 15 bars, then this is a big bar. This is a big bar. And it's possible all buyers out.
Yeah.
And immediately what your job is to drop, because this fellow better to wait for a swing high, but if you are curious you can join the Fibonacci from here to here, and it has just playing with the 88.6. Can you do that? Can you see that?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So now you can again go and take advantage of the so what you can do, you can draw this Fibonacci to see 88.6 there, and draw another Fibonacci to do the Fibonacci confluence, if you remember that. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Fibonacci confluence. Take this out. Take that out. The one I am taking out is not, market has not respected that. Now there are two Fibonacci, 88.6, and the last thing which I told you is to take advantage of two things. One is the pivot point, and the other one is possible. If you are interested, you can take advantage of moving average 200 as well, if you want. Not morning move. Morning move for ASX. Moving average. You are asking something?
This is a reverse. Turning point at the pivot. Yeah.
Now this is 200 moving average. So two things can happen. So this is a 88.6 crack and snap back. Yeah,
More
and
average. Yeah.
there is a possible 78.6 for this Fibonacci, which I have by mistake taken out.
Yeah.
78.6 was there and 61.6 was there. Yeah,
Yeah.
so there is a possibility of crack and snapback from 88.6 or 61.8 because it has touched the this fellow 200.
Mhm.
Whenever it was below the 200, if you can remember, this is the impulsive, this is
Corrective.
corrective,
Yeah.
this is impulsive, this is
That's
corrective.
correct.
After
Yeah.
this corrective, what do you expect?
That's a
Impulsive.
impulsive,
But
bearish impulsive.
when would you tell to yourself that the bearish impulsive has started? When and how?
Okay. Right now, yeah, on that bar, so that's a bullish bar. Then I will wait for the next bar. If it is a reversal setup
Yeah,
at the previous reversal, and also it's at the 200 moving average,
yeah.
and also at the 88.6 fit.
Fantastic. Let's see. So this is going. This is a perfect setup for a possible evening star. Yeah.
No, no,
No.
this is a bullish bar. Then it's a bullish continuation now.
Bullish continuation. It has crossed above 61.8.
That's correct, and R2 also.
R2 as well. So if we are a strong believer of Fibonacci, then we are expecting a reversal from this 61.8 or 78.6 or 88.6. We don't know.
Correct. Oh, we don't know. Yes.
So we need to see a crack and snap back on this Fibonacci or on the moving or on the pivot points. Yeah.
Correct.
If you are a believer of Fibonacci, follow Fibonacci. If you are a believer of pivot points, follow pivot points. Or if you are a believer of both, do both.
Yeah.
Then this is a crack and snap back
Yeah.
on the 200.
Yes.
Most of the time it will happen that way. Most of the time it will happen that way. So it has now happened on an extremely finer scale on the 61.8 and
Mhm.
R2. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Now you delete this. Clear?
Yeah.
So is it now possible to understand when is the reversal coming?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
To pinpoint the reversals?
Yep. Yep.
To pinpoint the reversals. Now it is now what we are seeing here. This is one. Okay.
And that is true. Yeah.
Now let's see which is two. Sorry, this is one, and then this is two.
That's correct.
So
Yeah.
we'll short the market when these two taken out.
Correct. Yep.
Let's see. We are
Yeah.
now in the market.
Yeah.
Either this low taken out or this low taken out, whichever you prefer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We have sorted the market here. Everyone in agreement? Otherwise, write questions. Now this is a reversal. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But still, it is not closed above
Now
the.
close above. So short the market again.
Yep.
Now this is a reversal.
Yeah.
Again, it did not close above.
Correct.
Short the market. Now this is an inside bar.
Yeah.
One of your question was on inside bar, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, this is where I get conflict. So I say it is do nothing.
Do nothing. Absolutely correct. Do nothing.
Mm.
So either you can add position if it does not close above,
Mhm.
or you know not you do nothing. Yeah, because
Yeah.
now
Mm.
this is one. If you agree with me, this is one for
That
upside
one.
reversal. For upside reversal, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. One
And this is two, not this one.
that's correct. Absolutely. Yeah,
Why
agree.
that is why this is no?
Because that is lower than the previous one. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Lisa, have you understood this? You asked why this is two.
Yeah.
Yes, Lisa says yes. So now if we'll go long if this is taken out.
Correct. Close above.
Otherwise we keep on hammering short.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because now we are bold and courageous. So short. Now this fellow is not close above this.
No. Yeah.
Short. Now we have sorted the market.
Yes. Yes.
Now this
Yes.
fellow is not close above this. Short.
Yeah. Yeah.
This fellow is not close above that.
Sure. Yeah.
Short. This fellow is close above this.
Yeah.
Do not short. Here you do nothing.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
the only point where you do nothing
Right.
or
Right.
no trade,
Yeah.
because this is already closed above this. Yeah,
Mm. Mm. Mm.
and this fellow did not close above this,
Yeah. Sure.
then short. Yeah, you can already see that. It's already shorted there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now going up. Now is big bar coming, then possible reversal. Whenever you see a big bar, there is possible reversals.
Yes.
So this close is above this,
Yeah.
but this close is not above this.
Yeah.
What to do?
Short.
No, because it has
On.
already closed above.
Already close about the first one. That's why do
Do
nothing.
nothing.
Okay.
So
Beautiful.
this
So this
is
is
your
okay.
$1,000,000 question.
Yeah.
Answer. Did I answer your question number one?
Yeah. I think most of the questions answered now.
Question. So you have asked for to do USDJPY. We did from 19th of February. Do
Yeah.
you have a question? No?
No,
Anyone
it's
having
good.
question
Good.
of do nothing and multiple sorts? That means what? Short means what? It's the only opposite of long. So if you are shorting USDJPY, then possibly you will be going long on USD GBP USD. Yeah, you remember our discussion last month on GBP USD
Mm.
when we put a trade to go long on 125.72
Yeah.
around here. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it closed above 1 and 2.
Mm.
And this again you should not do anything because this close below this,
Correct.
and then
Correct.
go long here
Yeah.
again. Yep. On this principle, on this topic of discussion month, and then it generated 500 pips from that. If
Mm.
you see that 2552 to 578 pips. So if the 2 day is not generating much of opportunities because it generated one opportunity only on this one, 16th of July, isn't it? No, in strategy wise we have many. We like this one is a sample setup, this is a sample setup, this is a line chart turning point. So we have three opportunities in 2 day. Can you see that? Is it matching with your sample setup on 2 days? 12th of July, 20th of July, 22nd of July? Or should I go and show you that? Hmm?
Good.
Matching? Hmm? These are the sample setup here. Hook. This is hook. This is hook. This is hook. This is normal. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So if this is generating four setups on the GBP USD, where am I? GBP USD, how many? Sample setup, sample. Where are you? Come. Yeah. Sample setup. This sample setup 30th of June we discussed last time. 12th of July and 20th of July and 22nd of July. So these are the three setups for the 2 day. Correct? How many
Yeah.
of you have taken these sample setups on 2 days on this beautiful run of GBP USD? Yeah, we discussed this specifically in the last because the trend detector. See the trend detector order angle separation is quite well. Now, if you see three or four opportunities here, you can actually multiply that when you go to a 12-hour setup.
Mm.
And in the 12-hour setup, we had one on the 3rd July, one on the 14th July, one on the 20th of July, and one on the 23rd of July, which is a line chart turning point.
Mm.
If I keep the cursor here on the 12 hourly on this point, can you see the line chart turning point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those of you who cannot see, I'll show you this. This is the line chart turning point.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
So if you are missing 2 day, don't worry, don't panic. Go to 12 hour and take the setups. Like this is our 12 hour, isn't it? or go to our 4 hour. Even in 4 hour also we had multiple setups. Say this is the 4 hour setup. How good is that? So if you are missing 12 to 2 days because you are a little bit jittery, you are not in front of the computer, whatever it is, and you are not quite sure, then take the advantage of the 12 hour. Yeah, that was the. Now your second question. Any question on this USD JPY GBP USD on 12 hour?
No question.
No question. Then we go
So
to
second question, sir. I mean, just I'm reading. What if we see a trade setup on the 2 day, and for the best risk reward, can we go if there is a setup on that lower time? That's what we saw right now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I answered this question as well.
Correct. Correct. Okay. And other way, if I see a trade setup on 4 hourly or 12 hourly, then if I'm keeping or if I'm monitoring consistently, there will be a possible. Can I anticipate a setup on the higher higher time frame?
I I would not do that.
Okay.
I would not do that because the grandfather always you have talked about caste and chicken and egg, but
Yeah.
I'll ask you a reverse question: who came first, your grandfather or you?
The
Who?
grandfather.
Your
Grandfather.
grandfather, is it?
Yeah.
So Sri's grandfather came first,
Oh.
and Sukdeep is asking, is it still buy? Yeah, very good question. Very good question. Because we only concern about the last bar. We do not ask questions about the what had happened. Yeah, of course, you have to learn the history. Sukdeep is asking, is it still a buy? I would say let's answer Sukdeep's question, and then I'll go back to
Okay.
our Sri Uttagi's question. Now in 2 day chart, Sukdeep is asking, is it still buy? Anyone answer Sukdeep questions?
First thing, there is no. I mean, still it is a long bias, but there is no setup to enter.
No, Sukdeep is asking, is it a long, still long or not? Yes or no?
Yeah, it is long, still long.
Correct, correct, correct. I would go with Sri Uttagis because Sri said it is. I'd go with him because you see the Fibonacci. Can you see the faint Fibonacci here?
Yeah.
132 and 129.96. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Or should I change the color?
Now I can see that so it has closed above the 88.6.
Yes, it has closed above the 88.6. So to
Yeah.
answer Sukdeep's question is,
Yeah.
so if it is doing a crack and snapback at 88.6 and R2, this is R2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if this is doing a crack and snapback and R2, this is R2. So if the next bar is doing a crack and snapback and closing on this one below, yeah,
That's a pivot.
yeah, like this one, yeah, then
Yeah.
possible there is no long because the close will be below the low.
Correct. Yeah.
As long as the close is not below the low of a 2 day bar, keep on hammering, keep on hammering. Yeah. So to answer Sukhdeep question, we have to see whether this next 2 days bar, Monday, Tuesday, bar is closing below this. If not, then we'll go long in a shorter time frame. Better is to use 4 hour or 1 hour or 12 hour or even 5 minutes chart. So see the next week pivot is here around 129.90.
Yeah.
And moving average will possibly go up to that point 129.90.
Yeah.
Then we'll possibly buy point. So the possible buy here, if the close is not below the low,
Pivot.
then pivot. Yeah. If you do the same analysis on a 4 hourly chart, close below one, close below two. This is one, this is two, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now this fellow has closed below two. In a smaller time frame, Sukhdeep, to answer your question, in a smaller time frame, going long is a danger, as you can see, because it is already closed below 2, isn't it? but in longer time frame we have to wait for Monday, Tuesday to see to close it below the 2. Okay, and Shukdeep is saying, is it stated showing bit resistance now? Yeah, this fellow is showing resistance. I would say no, because
corrective move. There is corrective move at the moment.
there is corrective move in a uptrend, isn't it?
Correct.
So I would say no. Why I would say no? Can you see the in 12 hourly it has not closed below the 2? It has only closed below 1, isn't it? 130.95 and the close is 130.85. So this fellow has not closed below this. And to answer Sukhdeep's second question, Sukhdeep is answering, is it stated showing so what I have to do, you have to do bigger time frame. In a bigger time frame, what I'm seeing here is a possible head and shoulder. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Who can see a head and shoulder?
It is double top or head and shoulder. Yes, it is head and shoulder.
Sukhdeep saying not stated, not sorry, started, as it started showing bit resistance now. No, okay. Even if you change, even if you refresh your question, which was correct, it is showing bit of resistance. I would say no, because can you see this head and shoulder here? This is the head, this is the right shoulder, and this is the neckline, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I would say this is only a possible start of a uptrend. Can it be because there are so many years from 2017 we were in a base here, 3 years in a longer time frame, 3 years base, and that same base happened in this time frame. Can you see this 3 years 2 years base here? So whenever a base is forming, this is a V shape, there is no base here, this is a V shaped. Danger, V shaped recovery is very danger in the sense very difficult to trade, but we have our close above 1 and close above 2. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So whenever there is a base of 2-3 years, I'm not talking 2-3 months, 2-3 years, this is a 2 years, this is 1 year base, this is 6 months base, this is 1 year base, this is 3 year base. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So if I keep the chart like this, what am I seeing? I'm seeing a head and shoulder at the low, at the bottom. And this is the first month which has closed above the
trend line, monthly trend.
Above the neckline. This is the neckline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you consider, so or if you consider this as the right shoulder, then it's a double bottom. It's double bottom, and then in that case it will be a trend line like that, which I don't do because I take the immediate one. But if you, but that's not a invalid one actually, because this is a dangerous bar. This is outside bar. This is swing low as well as swing high. Can you see that? 132.003 and this is 131.82. So this is swing high as well as swing low. That's the characteristic of an outside bar, which is a dangerous bar. So if it is a dangerous bar, I would say, Sukhdeep, the resistance will be at this neckline, which is 132.26. So till we reach 132.26, there is not much of resistance. And if you draw the Fibonacci, for the time being we'll take this. We'll keep that too only. If you draw a Fibonacci, before drawing a Fibonacci, you have to ask yourself why are you drawing the Fibonacci? I am drawing the Fibonacci. I can draw on this part because this is swing high as well as swing low, isn't it? And it has crossed 88.6. But most of the people will not do that. I mean, they will do this. So if they do that, then there is a possibility of a crack and snapback at 78.6, which I doubt. I doubt I'll possibly go up to this point, which is 132.26 and 132.75, which is the 88.6 Fibonacci. If now this is the now as per the old drawing, if this is the neckline, then this is the start of a uptrend if this high is taken out. If tomorrow bar, which is Monday, If tomorrow bar is taking out opening at 3085, taking out 3171, then there is a possibility of a continuation uptrend. Yeah. Resistance Sukdeep is at 3226 and 3275. Anyone disagreeing with me? Please raise your hand or ask questions. And then I'll go to any other question on shares or commodities. I'm happy to take that. Natural gas and okay, this is commodity and this is shares. Yeah. Natural gas. What is 19 means what? 2019. What is it?
No. Yeah, November 2019.
Natural gas bar by bar.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Do you think it would be too difficult to do as I did on USDJPY yourself?
Okay, I will do. I'll do. No problem.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
So Sukdeep is saying intraday trading strategies, intraday trading strategy. Okay. Okay. So just to honor what Sri said, and then I'll go to intraday. I have already answered your question, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. All good.
I've already answered this.
Yes. Yes.
I've already answered this.
Yes. All questions.
The only answer is not this natural gas and CSL. I'll first take CSL and then go to natural gas and then go to Sukdeep question. Yeah. CSL.
If
what do you want to know on CSL?
Same bar by bar analysis. The same strategy what we had discussed on the USDJPY is exactly can be applied on the shares as well. Is that correct?
Bar by bar is valid for everything.
Okay. And all the time frame.
All the time. Okay. So let's see CSL. Apple. Apple has produced so many buy signals here. Can you see that? In our share trading strategies, Apple is asking us to go long from here. 8th April. So how many buy signals are there? This is not triggered. This is triggered. So that will be sample set of. How many long setups are there for Apple?
8.
1. This is not triggered. 2. This did not trigger. 3. 4. This did not trigger. This trigger. 6. This triggered. This did not trigger. If you keep the cursor, then that is triggered there. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 positions after the COVID. And this for going short, this did not trigger. Don't think that I'm not writing those. So this is a no trigger, and I'll write not trigger. So this is not triggered. This is not triggered. This is not triggered. This is low is 368.1 minus 560 56. So this was probably triggered. No, this is 11. 11, and this is, yeah, it got, this fellow got triggered, isn't it? So the last one got triggered. So this is a short which got stopped out. Yeah, which got stopped out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, successful trades, and 1 unsuccessful trades, and 2 not triggered. Yeah, for Apple. So the beauty of this share trading strategy, most of you have done or doing, is if you convert this into intraday trading. I'll take these questions on Shukdeep, but I'll answer it in a different way. For example, if you are taking 1 hour, for example, change this to 1 hour, like this one here. On 31st of July at 1 o'clock, if you are trading Apple, you have to be awake in the morning, in the night. At least from 1 to 6 you have to be awake. So there is a sample setup here to go long.
Yeah.
Can you see the shade here? What is the shade here?
Shade is
Green.
green. So
we are only going long.
yeah.
So on this trade on a intraday, because you are intelligent to change to 1 hour, same strategy. Intraday, you are taking a trade at 1 o'clock. That's what Sukhdeep last time did, with a stop loss of either 62 or 84 pips. Correct? Correct? If you've taken a trade at 63 pips stop loss, the profit is running at 437, which is 8%. That is the beauty of intraday trading, because in 2-day trading, although you got so many opportunities, they are quite time apart, like 1 2 in 1 month, 1 in 1 month, 1 in 1 month, 2 and 1 in 1 month, and 2 in 1 month. So possibly you'll get 1 or 2 trades in a month, which is quite profitable, yeah, because there we have Apple, we have Amazon, which are generating buy signals, and we have Google and Tesla. Can you see the one which we trade from 2013? We have identified this, and we have not added anything more, or we have not deducted anything more. They all survived this COVID attack. Not only survived, they actually exceeded. See this COVID attack here, and then after that for Apple, and see this Amazon. Only COVID attack is this much. COVID attack is only this much, and 540, and after that is 1171. So all the trades which are there from 2013 is still there, and we are thinking to incorporate some more trades. So for example, Amazon, if you see the long trades were here, 1 2 3, this did not trigger, 4 5 6 7 8 trades. If you change this to 1 hour, because you like to trade intraday, in a share trading also. So from here the shadow comes, latest 30th of July at 12, you trade this, you go long here, you go long here, and you go long there. When you go long there at 2 a.m., because intraday, for example, 69.70 pips, then we get 169 pips, which is 3% trade. Okay, now you have asked a question on CSL, is it, Sri?
Yeah. Yeah.
Others who are not asking questions, please raise your hand and ask questions. CSL, what did you ask?
Same, the bar by bar analysis for the
Same thing. There are so many short opportunities. See, CSL is a little bit different. I don't know why they are failing when others are appreciating, because most probably they are not getting the business, or they are not doing their business properly. Probably Lisa can answer why CSL share price is not appreciating with the others. Most probably others are tech companies. This is not a tech company. There can be many reasons, but we don't care about the reason. We talked about a scenario. For example, for CSL, there are how many short opportunities? 1 2 3 4 5, and the last opportunity was here. If we change this to Australian time, now we are in Australia, we are trading Australian time. CSL had an opportunity to go short at this point, 30th July, Thursday, 3 p.m. and CSL has an opportunity to go short on, or gave us an opportunity to go short on 20th of July, 12. Yeah. So I would say to see, do this bar by bar analysis the way we did USDJPY. Otherwise, it will be only a repetition, isn't it?
Yeah. Now I understood the
concept. Like here, if I ask you what to do on this bar, what would be your answer?
that's that's a bearish hook. That is.
You do nothing, because this closes above this. This has actually closed above 2.
Okay.
So this if I'm asking from the consideration of bar by bar.
Acha.
I'm
Okay.
not asking this question on the strategy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Understood.
Strategy has not told you to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is not trigger.
Mm.
This is not trigger.
Mm.
Yeah. So do nothing because this close is above this and above this.
Mm. Mm.
Then what did you do here?
Short.
Correct. What did you do here? On the blue bar.
Blue bar. Blue bar short.
What did you do here?
Short.
What did you do here?
That is do nothing.
Why?
Because
This is also short because this did not close above this.
okay, so we have to consider that one. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you may be considering inside bar,
Yeah.
but then this is an outside bar.
Yeah.
And what do you do with this?
That is do nothing.
What do you do this?
Short.
With this?
It is do nothing actually.
No, short, because this is 285.40 close, and this is 285.80. So this has closed below this low.
Okay.
When you short this, you have a stop loss above this. You will be stopped out here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
One or two of these last trades you may be stopped out, but most of the trades you'll be having enough profit to cover those shorts or
Correct.
cover
Correct.
those profits here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, I'll take now to the intraday strategy. Let's go to intraday. In intraday we follow our own concepts of intraday trading strategies like the one here in front of you. So we have different modules here for module 1 to 6, and for example module if I go module and different modules we have different units, so you have to do intraday modules and units, and we have to talk about volatile instrument on that. And unless and until you are trading intraday, you are not actually getting the cream of the trading business itself. Most of the why that is true, because that's first of all that is time consuming. It demands a lot of time, and then the more time you give it to it, the more reward you may expect, because time is money. If you spend more hours in front of the computer, no, of course, knowing the reasons why, knowing the principles of what you are doing, then possibly you'll be benefited. So for example in module 3, if we it has gone, we have to do this. So till it comes, let me show our intraday strategies. How do we do it?
This is the new system, or it is already covered in the daily or 2 daily?
No, this is a new intraday. This is intraday. This has nothing to do with
Okay.
Let's 2 day, because 2 day daily, these are, they are not intraday. For example, if you want to spend some time, maybe 15-minute charts, for example in intraday trading for Australian shares, for example Western African resources or Sri Lankan. These are the shares which we do for intraday. And if I have to, these are the shares which we do in intraday, and the way we do it is
So this the Forex intraday, and this is a separate course, or
intraday is a separate course, obviously.
Achha, achha.
Intraday is a
But in the Forex we have this 4 hourly, 12 hourly, so they are also intraday, right?
4 hourly is inter-week, if you remember, because 4 hourly goes for a week.
Okay. So it is a totally different course.
Yeah, this is all different ball game altogether.
Achha.
For example, Manuka, if we are doing Manuka resources, for example, and that is on the 31st of July at 10 a.m. We identified this as a good one. For example, Manuka. I think some noise I can hear. If you can please ask. the portion. Thank you for that. And if you're putting a entry order here on the intraday for Manuka Resource Limited, with stop loss would be below this. So let's see. We enter here with a stop loss below this 6 pips, or we go up to 8 pips. I would possibly go up to this point, 6 pips, and then at the end of the day, which is 16, and so just before the 16 we close at 13 pips. So if you are taking a risk of 6 pips and getting a reward of 13 pips, that's a 2% trade in a day from one instrument in the share market in ASX. Yeah. So for intraday, what we have to do, we have to know the instruments, which are the instruments needs to be traded. Number one, if you are trading ASX, intraday can be done in forex, in commodity, in shares, and of course in indices. They can be done intraday trading. First, what I'm doing in front of us is the intraday trading of the ASX stocks, which the advantage of doing intraday is extremely advantageous, because we open the trade at 10 o'clock and close the trade at 16. We open the trade at 10 o'clock, we close the trade at 16. We open the trade at 10 o'clock, we close the trade at 16. So these are the 3 days in front of you. And on Wednesday, the actual signal came on the 10:45. When we are opening the trade to go long here, 10:45, our stop loss would be this much, 2 pips, because this is a very little share, very small share. And we get when we close at the then we either get 1%, or if we are lucky, we are getting a little bit more of 1.2 or 2%, because it actually gave us 2%. But we have to be very quick to close the trade here, or at least here with 1.5%. Next day we do not take this one, because this is a big one. We prefer the long blue, like this one. So we would enter at this point. We would enter the trade here at this point, the stop loss here again 2.5, and we close the trade at 16 or 12 or 15:45, 3:45 at 3 pips. So for example, we are taking a trade of 25. Let's talk 3 digits, because these are 3 digits. 25 pips, and we are exiting the trade with 30 pips, so 1% there. So we got 1% here, we got 1% here, sorry, possibly 1.5, on one share we got 1% there. And then on the third day, which is a good one, so we entered here, and then we closed the trade with 13 pips with a stop loss of 6 pips. So we got a 2% trade there. So what are the things to know in intraday is, it can be quite lucrative as well as challenging in both the sense. How it can be lucrative? Because the way it is presented in front of you, because when market moves, whether it is indices or forex or shares or commodities, like gold is moving now, like dollar index in forex, or in index coming down, like S&P 500 is going up, like in sterling GBP is going down, going up, like USDJPY is going down, like CSL is going down, like HG, high grade copper in commodity, is going up. So first thing first, we need to know the mm, pros and cons of intraday trading. Show what can be the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages can be, you can capture as much as you can, because you are putting more time into it, number one. And for that, what you need to do, you need to know the strategy, and before the strategy you need to know what is not to be done in intraday, because that can be extremely challenging. If you do something wrong, like this fellow, the one which we have developed, the yellow ones, can you see the beauty of the yellow line which you have designed? And it is so well designed from here till here, and then again so well designed from here till here, and it is so well designed from here till there, Even if price is going down, it is not closing below the yellow line. It is not closing the yellow line. So these are the things which you need to be trained. We need to be trained, and first of all, training is required. Number two is you need to know what not to do, and you need to know what are the strategies to be implemented, and number four, on what instruments. I would strongly recommend not to do intraday trading in instruments like GBP New Zealand. It can be a horrendous experience if you do GBP New Zealand intraday trading, because or Hang Seng is another one in the index. If you do, that can be a dangerous one if you do Hang Seng. All right. So let's see other instruments which is tradable here. Let's go and check the
Next, could you just go through the Forex intraday, sir?
Forex intraday. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do the first. We do the
Gold.
gold.
Yeah.
Gold here we go long on this date. If you have to the challenge of gold, these are the things which you need to know. That's why I say intraday. Many of the things which you have to need to know, because most of the people and would not know this, because they are not doing this, or they are writing a book. If they are writing a book for just for selling the book, stay away from them. You need to be trained by someone who is doing it, and who knows the nitty gritty of each and every details of what to do and what to not to do. Gold, for example, a simple thing, let me tell you. For gold, if you are trading gold, for example, or if you are trading Canadian dollar, gold in commodity, Canadian dollar in forex, or S&P 500 or Dow Jones in index, or dollar index in index. If you are trading these four, if you want to make money on these four in intraday trading, I would recommend you need to be you need to do the I means what, the market needs you to do the night shift. You have to do night shifts. Gold you have to do night shifts. Canadian dollar you have to do night shifts. Dollar index you have to do night shift. Night shift is starting from 11:30. Sleep the entire day or the morning, and do the night shift from 11:30 to at least 5:30 in the morning. That is only 6 hours, not much. But for gold, for Canadian dollar, for dollar index, for S&P 500 and Dow Jones, you have to do the night shifts. For ASX, JB Coles or Fortescue, all those you have to do the day shift from 10 a.m. sharp to 4 p.m. And you are done and dusted. Again 6 hours, but because of the global position we have time wise, Australia and America time does not match. That's why what 10 to 6 in Australia means same 10 a.m. to 6, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. In United States, which is equivalent to 11:30 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. So this is an opportunity in gold in front of you, which is 245, which came here at 245. We take this trade on gold intraday, and then we took a trade 10 pips, and then we close the trade with 7 pips, and then again next day we are very fortunate, it happens in the daytime, it happens at 8 o'clock, and then it went up another 20 pips. And last time what happened, it happened on the Saturday, gold at this point, we got an opportunity here to go long at 1973, and then we took a stop loss of 7.2, and possibly we are running a profit of 2.7. So the same thing can be done for a instrument called dollar index. Let's see dollar index. and Canadian dollar. If you want to do dollar index, Canadian dollar, you have to be awake in the night. You have to do the night shift. So this is, I told you, from 11:30, but actually it happened on that day at 10:30. 10:30 we got an opportunity to go long, and the beauty of this is it will stay as long as the market stays long. That is the beauty of this here. So we go long from here with a stop loss of 17 pips, and then we are running a profit of 49 pips, which is 3%. So in Manuka resources you saw 3% in Friday. In dollar index you saw 3% in the night shift. Why, if you ask me why dollar index did this, what it did in front of you is very simple. If you go to 2-day chart, let's bring the 2-day chart in front of us.
Yeah, yeah.
That is why you need to know what is the big time frame doing, then you do what is the small time frame is doing.
Yeah.
Like sterling, it is extremely possible to do sterling dollar index in 2-day time frame. In the 2-day time frame, what dollar index did, I was explaining today morning to Sukhdeep, is it closed for the first time. Close for the first time. Don't think that it is going to go down to zero. That will be a mistake, because if I change this to yearly chart, you will see the dollar index is quite well placed. If I change this to percentage, for example, not linear scale but percentage.
Probably on weekly it is finding the support at the double bottom or triple bottom.
Okay, so this is only 24% down, if you can see, from its base price, not 240%. Yeah, so it is down only 24%, so not to worry much. And with gold standard coming into place, because there is a Fed chairwoman, I think she will be elected by Trump, who would not print money because they are on the verge of having a inflationary situation. Because if inflation goes, because they're printing the money from 2007 8, something like that, Ben Bernanke and all those things, they are printing money for 2 decades almost, and they are somehow controlling the inflation because they are keeping the interest rate low. If the interest rate low, you can actually keep on printing the dollar. But how long you'll print the dollar? Once in a time, once in a while, like it did happen in 1985. 1985, I don't know the reason what happened, but it came down 5,000 pips dollar index. And again happened in 2001, maybe because of the dot-com bubble. All the companies in share market went bust in 2001, and especially the internet companies. It came down again 5,000 pips. Yeah, COVID did nothing to dollar index. COVID only did nothing because this is in a yearly chart. So from a yearly perspective, not to worry much. But if we go to a 2-day chart, but today chart, we can see from the big bar here, see this big bar and reversal. Can you see that big bar reversal? Whenever you see a big bar, I'm not going to discuss why this is a big bar, because I have already spent time. And this is a harami, yeah, big bar harami, and all those things. And whenever you see dollar index is closing above this channel, like this one here, channel, it again close above below the channel. It is coming to the other point of the channel, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the resistance, and this is the support. Now what is happening in last 2-3 bars is this has closed below, this has closed below, this has closed below. Yeah, but this has not closed above this, isn't it?
Correct.
So from our bar by bar analysis, it has not done anything. But from our channel perspective, if this bar is closing 3 in a row below the channel, then there is a possibility of this fellow to go up. So when these things are happening, and you told me that's a double bottom or whatever it is, so Sri said that, yeah,
Weekly.
in a weekly, yeah, this is weekly.
Yeah.
possibly you are seeing this as a double bottom. Yeah. So there's a lot of support here, as you can see. Lot of support there, lot of support here. Lot of support there. So a lot of supports here, in a weekly, and this is not a good double bottom, but yes, possible double bottom. But the best way to see that way is a 2-day chart to see whether it is in a oversold condition. This is an oversold condition. Whenever we see a oversold condition, then we expect, this is the way you take advantage of your higher time frame analysis into your lower time frame analysis. So
Yeah.
whenever you see this already 2-day, can you see this already 2 days?
Yeah.
2 days, that means 4 days. And you remember what happened to on the left hand side 2 days above?
Yeah.
When you saw 2 days above, it came down. When you
Mm.
saw 1 day above, it came down. When you saw 1 day touch, it came down. So this will why this will be a change? Nothing. This will not be a change. So when you see a 2-day change, then people start buying here.
Mm.
People start buying here. That exactly happened on dollar index. People started buying on the Friday from early as London session, as
Mm.
early as London session. And our signal came here at 17:45 to go long. This did not trigger, and this got again long, and this will not take. This did not. This is actually the best one at 10:30. So for intraday, if you are trading, four things I told you: dollar index, gold, Canadian dollar, and S&P 500 or Dow Jones, you need to be doing night shift. And if you're taking this trade, 20 pips, you are closing the trade at this big bar. Can you see this big bar? I to close the trade here, big bar here, 40 pips. So this is the way to do intraday. First of all, you need to know what not to do in intraday. That is most important, like moving average crossover. You must not take that moving average crossover, because that's a deadly one. So those are the things which not to be done. And what has to be done, we need to know what are the instruments to be traded, and then what is the time frame to be traded, and most important, what is the strategy to be traded. For example, you also asked about GBP USD, isn't it? So far so well. Do you have any questions, Sukhdeep or others?
No questions for me.
No questions from you. Anyone else? Selvan, you're quite quiet today. Sukhdeep is saying, do you prefer smaller caps, small caps? Yes. Yes and no.
What is cap?
What is cap, Sukhdeep?
Yeah.
Sri is asking you what is cap. You have to answer. I am tired now. No. So Sukhdeep is, do you prefer small caps? What is caps, Sukhdeep? So Sri is
Uh,
asking. Hi
it's
Anamita, how
good.
are you? Yeah, go
Hello,
ahead.
hi. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Good. Tell me.
Okay, so most of the companies are divided into three different categories on the stock exchanges. Small cap are like normally shares below $1 or $2. In US, they call below $5. So I mean, the one we just discussed, Manuka, is one of them
Okay.
on
Means
ASX.
mini contract
No, no.
or
The actual turnover of that company, which is like a couple of millions, say below 4 million, 2 million, they're small caps. And then mid caps are which are like Sarakan for gold, which can go up to 6 to 10 millions like that. And
okay.
then
Got it.
so
Okay.
it's the turnover of the company which gives the category. The small caps are also called speculative stocks, if you know,
Yeah.
because they change very like very quickly with the sometimes anywhere from 5 to 20%. If you just see on Friday,
Mm.
um, Flexi Group, which is like Afterpay, it's also a small cap.
Mm-hmm.
So it went down 5 to 7% in a few minutes. So then there is another one, D Gray Mining,
Mm-hmm.
which went up like 50 to 80% in a couple of weeks and then went down in a one day like 15%. So on weekly basis they go 100% up, 100% down, so very big fluctuations in them. So you can make or break. It's like as Partha sir told, if you follow in a correct direction then you can make huge money. But
Hmm.
if you are on the wrong side of trade, you can lose maybe more than half of your trade in single day or maybe in minutes. So small caps are like very volatile. So that's why many people just do that, and many people even don't want to touch if they went through some horrible dramas with those
Yeah,
ones.
yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks,
Thank,
Sudeep.
thank
Thank
you,
you.
Sukhdeep. Very well answered. Yeah, horrible drama. Okay, I would say, yeah, just to add what Sukhdeep said is correct. Cap means market capitalization in terms of number of shares floating multiplied by the share
Oh,
price.
okay, okay. Yeah.
So cap means market capitalization, what Sukhdeep said, and market capitalization depending on the market capitalization of Apple or Amazon. What is that? Is the number of floating shares
Yeah.
and the value of the share. If it is
Right.
having more, then they are then they will be placed in Dow Jones. If
Correct.
they are medium sized, then they will be placed in S&P 500.
Yeah.
If they are small size companies with a
Mm.
small number of shares and small price, small market capitalization,
Yeah.
then they will be placed in Russell 2000 or Russell 3000 in America.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay. Mm.
In Australia, we have like companies like Coles and JB Hi-Fi and Commonwealth Bank.
Yeah.
Their share price multiplied by the number of shares, they will
Mm.
be in large capitalization. Yeah.
I
So
see.
to answer, Sukhdeep has asked many questions, so I'll go one by one. Do you prefer small caps? Yes and no. For Australian shares, I prefer companies like Fortescue Metal, which is
FMG.
Fortescue Metal FMG. Oh, Sri knows. All right. So FMG, yeah. So this is not small cap, but this is doing good actually. If you can see, this is only one way, isn't it? So this is one way, and this is not small cap, and the other
Just
one
want to add
is
something. Sorry to disturb.
go go
Uh,
go.
I will I will request everybody to also read about its CEO, which is very interesting. She's like a lady from the
Mm,
same area. Very
mm,
interesting to know about the history, how she
mm,
turned over this company to the level it's right now.
mm. Extremely good. Very good. Extremely good. Very nice. Fantastic. Another one which is doing good in this business today is coals, because everyone is buying everything from coals, so that's making a all-time high, and that is another one. And the other one which is doing good in this pandemic is JB Hi-Fi, because of his
Working from home
technology.
to external.
Yeah, technological based solutions what it is offering, it is only going up. And so those are medium to large cap. So to answer your question, do you prefer small caps? Yes, for Australia, not for United States, because I don't do night shift, because I can't do. I would love to do, but I can't do because of my age and sleeping pattern. I used to do Russell 2000 way back in 2005, but not now. But if you do United States NYSE, New York Stock Exchange, then I would say a small cap is okay. But if you do ASX in the morning shift from 10 a.m. to 6 sorry 4 p.m., only 6 hours, you do medium and small and large. Colors of histogram trigger buy and sell orders. Yes, colors of histogram triggers buy and sell orders, and that's correct. And what are the three color lines showing there? Three color lines are for support resistance, one, and for putting the loss. And the yellow line is telling you to hang on to the trade, hang on to the trade. If it is doing good, the yellow line will tell you for this Manuka, as you can see, the yellow line will tell you. Most important line is the yellow line. It will tell long. Don't do anything here because it did not trigger. Long. Don't do anything because it did not trigger, and we are not going short in a long market. Long. It is going only long. So these are the characteristics of the lines. And then what was your next question?
That was when we were discussing in dollar index that
Dollar
it
index.
might be the bottom on the channel. So if that's the case, can't it be a problem the way it happened on Friday night, that Aussie dollar went down drastically as the US dollar went up? So if US dollar is going to strengthen in coming days, as we can see from the channel. Then we already discussed GBP USD, which is still looking long. But what about then AUD USD in that case?
Okay, fantastic. So you asked AUD USD will weaken in short term, then if the US dollar is going to go up. Before that, I think this will be interesting to question to know and to read our because we spend a lot of time to identify this and give a feedback to you that what is happening here and there. For example, in gold, way back in 28th of April, we wrote that it is possibly going to go up to 1900. We cannot directly say that, but we said whenever we put a question mark, that means we are in favor of that question mark. So on 28th of April, we wrote, is gold going to go up to 1900? And we said when it was 1728, 29, and we said if it is crossing at 1747, then it is having a potential to go to 1779, 1838, 1900, 1905 and 1973. So there we gave five big targets, because 1729 to 1975 it's a big jump, knowing 1747 is a resistance, 1789 or 90 what Onamrita was saying was a resistance, and we said that it is going to go. What did you do, Onamrita, when it crossed your resistance 1790? Did you do anything? Did you buy gold, Onamrita? No, not yet. Why not?
1740 was the resistance.
Why not? Waiting for short. Oh, my dear, my
But
dear,
it's not
my.
going 1200 right now. It may go, but I don't know.
This is the not with due respect to everyone. I would be strongly against this because when a market is going up, unless and until you are extremely powerful technical trader, don't fight the trade. Yeah, don't fight the trend. Never ever fight the in previous days. Jesse Livermore, he used to say his one principle in trading was never ever fight the tape, TAPE, because in those days the prices in those days there was no computer in front of us. In those days there were tapes. That means the tape was running. If you have seen any Chicago Mercantile or any even Indian Calcutta or Bombay Stock Exchange, Australia Stock Exchange in early 1990s, you have seen how the share price go tick by tick in a screen in front of us. So that is a tape, because there was tape readers. He said never ever go against the trade, against the tape. That's why I'm a strong believer of that, and that's why we said on from 28th of April that if it is going to go up, it will go up to that. And today for gold, we actually reached our target of 1973, which is the fifth target. So to know what gold is going to do, we know a little bit of geopolitical scenario, what dollar index is going to do, or what gold is going to do, because there is a big game possibly on, even if it is in front of us we don't know it. The two things which I believe a game changer can be the introduction of gold standard by Federal Reserve Bank. So that is a possibility. If that is a possibility, then all the central banks will be possibly going after gold and possibly buying any form, and that will give gold trigger to go up. So that will number one for going to go gold, which is going after long, and we got a set up here on our commodity strategy, and we got a set up here on our commodity strategy. And if we reduce the commodity strategy to 1 hour, 2 hour, we get many setups. So that is number one, whether they are going to go for a gold standard, or the number two, is China going to take over America in terms of gross GDP, or in every aspect of financial terminology, whatever you measure. So going to happen because they actually took over England. They crossed Germany, and they went past Japan, and now they are number 2 or number 1. They will be very, I think the extra, this is the game which is going on. They will take over number 1, and if they becomes number 1, which is quite a possibility, uh, then then US dollar will plunge, because dollar will not having any value in front of Chinese yuan, because yuan would be a reserve currency, not dollar. Then in that case there can be whatever it is, nuclear war or whatever war, I don't know, chemical or biological or COVID, whatever it is. That's why possibly they are testing it. No,
So
but
one thing is that true that in fact most of US bond market is taken by Chinese people.
absolutely true,
So in
absolutely.
fact that means
They
US
can
is
dump.
already under huge debt from China.
Yeah, true. There are 20 trillion or 15 trillion debts. Yeah, most of the bonds are covered by China and Japan.
And if they say we are not going to pay that back, so the
Mm.
war is inevitable.
Mm. Inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah,
Absolutely
because
true.
who is on the back foot is China, not USA, because USA already under so much debt and it's easy for them to walk away.
All right. So I think gold is going to gold is doing what gold is doing, and market can do and whatever it does. So it is now overbought, because of the, if you think of channel, it can stay overbought, but that is quite unlikely, because it went overbought here and then came down. It touched the overbought and then came down, and it touched the oversold and we buy, and then it touched the oversold and we buy, and it is crossing overbought. We do not buy. So what can happen is this was the last time it was oversold, and this is the time when it is overbought. Possible it will go down a little bit and then it again go up.
Can we check a Fibonacci here, or it's not possible because it's a no swing high?
There is no swing high. That's a good question. Can we check swing Fibonacci here? No, we cannot check Fibonacci here in the form of retracement. We cannot do in the form of retracement, but we can always do in the front of extension. So for the extension, what we need to do, we need to draw the retracement from this 1921 to 2015, and you will be amazed to see this 10,000 is actually a Fibonacci of 50% if I draw from here to here. So if I draw from 2001, this is the magic of Fibonacci, especially in long big time frame like yearly. See this crack and snap back on 50%. How good is that?
Mm.
This is magic, isn't it? So that is the magic on 50% Fibonacci which happened here. And now what is the one, as you were asking, can we draw Fibonacci? Yes, we can draw Fibonacci, but we'll be drawing the extension, not the retracement. So what we'll do, we'll do 127, 161 and 200 for the time being, and 261.8, and then we'll see if gold is going to our next article in this area would be first, we'll say that gold has hit our fifth target. So that will be our next article, and then our next article would be on gold, next market, sorry, target profit targets, and the profit targets, or what are the next profit targets which we are discussing in front of you. So this can be the next profit targets for, but this is yearly, remember, but if we break it down to monthly, that will be easier to discuss. And possibly now, if whatever happens will happen, whether China is going to take over America as number 1, or America is going to do gold standard as their standard of inflation measurement, and whatever. I'm not very strong on that economics. We can at least do from a technical perspective, we can analyze gold with dollar index. So if we press dx in front of us, then the entire world would be in front of us, because either dollar index or gold. This is difficult because of the scale. So linear scale, logarithmic scale. Yeah, this is a little bit better. Okay, so this is gold, and this is gold in front of us, and this is dollar index. So what is the relationship? When the gold goes up, then the dollar index comes down. Yep. And when dollar index goes up, the gold comes down. Now when gold is going up, then the dollar index either will stay flat or it will possibly come down. So this we dollar index falling has not started in this relationship, at least in this relationship, and gold has already crossed the all-time high. If the gold is not coming to 1921 and it is going beyond 1921, making 1921 as the base, which was the all-time high, then possibly the dollar index will break this and then possibly go down. So that's what I think, one of the questions which was asked by Sukhdeep on the and then
So just
you
quick
hmm?
question with the gold as compared to dollar itself, because dollar valuation gone down drastically in last 20-30 years
Mhm.
from 1974, the time they started. It's because of inflation and because of printing money, the overall valuation of dollar went down drastically. But same time, it's looking like the value of gold is not still shown in terms of its actual valuation. So I don't know. I read some articles. It's looking like it's still under valued. So people are saying it can go 2.5 grand, 3,000. But if things like the way you just explained, the change in the monetary
Geopolitical,
system back to gold, then obviously it can again put that into very high valuation for gold, which is looking highly likely in coming years.
yeah, I would say that. I would say that. And your last question was you're not fighting, just waiting. Okay, that's good. Aussie dollar will weaken in short term than if US dollar. Let's see, Aussie dollar what? In the Aussie dollar, you were asking for intraday or long term?
Sorry for that, Anamitra, if he thought like that. I did not mean anything like that. I feel it's like open discussion and
No, no, no. He
everybody
wrote.
has.
He wrote. I told that you should not fight with the chain. That's what he. I understand what he's writing.
No, no, he is very nice fellow and I respect
Yeah,
all his views.
yeah, absolutely.
And here, my my question is the way the Friday night happened, that Aussie dollar went down from point 0.7 to 25, something like that was the highest at daytime on Friday, went down to 724 7143. So it's the in direct contrast with the US dollar index went up. So as we mentioned, if it's going up, the US dollar index in coming days for that correction thing, so obviously then it can put pressure on Aussie dollar to go further down.
No, I would not agree to that that statement, because if you consider dollar index as an instrument, if you consider dollar index as an instrument, that dollar index is not comprising of Australian dollar. If you remember what I wrote in the book,
Yeah,
dollar index DX comprises of
euro is
hmm,
57% and rest is
correct, correct. Euro, sterling, Japanese yen, Swiss
Swiss
franc,
franc.
Canadian dollar, and Swedish krona.
It's like
Swedish,
safe currency. They call it safe currency right now.
correct, correct.
Aussie,
I don't trade Swedish krona, so I don't even know the.
especially now when they're struggling with the coronavirus and not having that, they're going
This
for
this
herd immunity.
this krona is not having anything to do with coronavirus. Right. Okay. So if you see the dollar index is comprises of euro, sterling, yen, Swiss franc, Canadian dollar, and Swedish krona. Swedish krona it should be. So Australia is not there. That's why I do not agree to your statement that what US dollar will do, Australia dollar will do just the opposite. No, I don't agree
Even
with that.
GBP is not looking like to be affected then. When we
Correct.
see even GBP is part of that, even then it's looking like it's still bullish.
Correct, because yeah, that's a very good very good observation. Yeah, so this observation is very good. If the GBP is going up because there is a possibility that the what is that Brexit will happen with a possible no deal. But even if it happens with a no deal, that Brexit is number one for GBP to be bullish, and number two bullish technically is the double bottom and the head and shoulder. Yeah, that is that those are the two reasons why GBP will possibly not follow dollar index, but the fellow who will follow dollar index will be, I think, euro and yen would be possibly follow the dollar index. If dollar index is going in a corrective up movement and corrective up movement, then this fellow will have a corrective down movement. So for example, if this is now it is at 61.8 and it is a big bar, 61.8 big bar. We may consider this as all buyers out, and there will possible correction on the euro, not in Aussie dollar. I may be wrong. Aussie dollar can go down, sterling can go down, anything can happen. Gold can go down, of course, anything can happen. But whatever we see and write and discuss, possibly 80% of the things come true in future. That's what I saw in the blog analysis, and you can go back and check our writing from 2016. Whatever we have written, almost 80% comes true. All right. Any last minute question?
So we discussed some companies by taking into account intraday, but we didn't discuss any strategies yet.
For what? Intraday?
Yeah.
Yeah, intraday I showed you the strategy, and I showed you the where you can get the strategy. The strategies can be if you want to do the intraday, you have to register for our intraday demand and supply trade here, and then in that course we will talk about how to trade intraday, what to trade intraday, and what not to do and what to do. In this, I think I showed you this modules, and yeah. Any other question?
No, very good.
All good?
Just asking why you don't trade silver, because silver is more volatile and it's even when it goes well, it goes very well, even better
uh,
than gold. But when it goes down, it's always like so. It's extreme, always moves. It's
yeah,
extreme.
that's why that's the only reason why we don't trade silver, because it is extreme. We trade natural
But
gas.
once the technicals are strong and they indicate us what is the next move, so why we should not go on an express rather than a passenger train?
Because if the express train gets derailed, my account will get derailed.
No, they are not Indian trains. They are like Japanese trains.
Good one, thank you.
Japanese train. Japanese trains are all made of silver, as per Shukdeep, and Indian trains are all made of gold.
No, in India, actually, they have very good trains, one of the best in the world. But there are
Yeah,
some factors that are beyond control,
true,
which can create problems for derailing and all that. But when we see Japanese history, they have only
true,
once or twice those accidents.
true.
Nothing other than that. They are so perfect with the technology.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much for your time and a wonderful discussion. And then we'll take it forward from the next question what you have in your regular classes, or if you have any question, just post to us. Okay. Thank you. Bye for now.